Hi there, this is Mckenna Canty. I'm a senior at UMass Amherst and an intern with the New Music Alliance, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping the careers of Western New England artists who write original music. You're about to hear my interview with singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist Lys Guillorn. Hey there, Lys. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me tonight. I really appreciate it.
So the Radio Music Hour featured your song, How to Cook a Wolf. So I was wondering if you could kind of describe the process of like writing your song or recording your song, anything that stands out to you?
It was written so long ago that I'm not sure that I can talk about writing it. The record was recorded in 2013, but I was talking about how to survive my own mood. And that's been a perennial topic for me. So that song is about making the best of a bad situation. And I tend to write music and lyrics at the same time. So once I've got the nugget of an idea, I will develop it until it's a song. And I recorded it at Dirt Floor Studios in Chester, Connecticut with my longtime drummer, Peter Riccio. And at that time, my brother was playing bass with me. And we went for a kind of little crunchy alt country vibe on it.
Yeah, it came out great. I really enjoyed it. You just have so much great imagery in your lyrics. So I really enjoyed listening to that. And
thank you.
Yeah, I noticed that too in Dolores and I, that single.
Thank you.
I was wondering about, the single Dolores and I Too. Was that kind of inspired by the pandemic? I know it came out in May.
Yeah, I was sitting around watching birds and squirrels out the back window with my cat Dolores while I was furloughed from my job. And we just stared, and I would scribble stuff down, and eventually I was presented an opportunity to record a song for a comp that was paid for by the New Haven Arts Council. Free as Birds Records, Alex Burnett put out 3 totally different comps of New Haven area musicians. So I had a fire lit under my butt to record it. I recorded it in the same space where I wrote it. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, it came out great. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I really love the imagery of your songs, but also I love your guitar playing as well. And I was wondering if you could maybe talk about like what draws you to that like acoustic, like kind of folk but rock style at the same time.
I have such a mishmash of influences from, punk to old time music. I just like to be in between things. So sometimes when I'm asked to do a rock thing, I'll take a more folk approach, and when people are expecting a folk thing, I'll do something punkier or crunchier. I just like to mix things up a little.
Yeah, I love that. It's awesome. Keep it mixed up, definitely.
You're listening to an interview with musician Lys Guillorn.
And I know you have a variety of instruments you're able to play. So I was wondering if there were like some that were harder to pick up than others, or some that you really enjoy playing over
Definitely. The banjo is a mystifying object, and I started playing it when I was in junior high. And there are a couple of different ways to play it. One is bluegrass style, where you kind of roll your right hand, and another is claw hammer. And in order to learn claw hammer banjo, I needed to kind of break my brain and put it back together. So.
I've played guitar too, so I definitely know like, you get stuck in one way of playing it, and trying to retrain your brain, definitely.
Yeah. The electric I play most is a Fender Mustang from 1972, and I played most of the electric guitar parts on my album Winged Victory, which How to Cook a Wolf is from on that. So.
Oh, cool. And I was wondering if maybe pre-pandemic, are there any like shows or performing experiences you've had that like really stand out to you as like moments you really enjoyed and look back on?
There are so many, and of course this year when I can't really go see music, I've been thinking about both playing and spectating. I miss Cafe 9, kind of my home venue in New Haven, so much. Just so many shows I've played there, getting to open for different people like Robin Hitchcock and Richard Buckner, and I'm at a loss for words because I miss it so much. Just thinking how I used to go play in New York City at the Lakeside Lounge or something, random things. I just miss that experience of interacting with people and
those connections definitely are. Playing live is unlike anything that you can have in the pandemic. What is Cafe 9 like?
Cafe 9 is a pretty small room, but it feels very special because there's music there every day, and sometimes they have a Sunday matinee show, and some of those shows have been absolutely spectacular. And then you go home and have Chinese food or whatever. It's just like a special community of people who all like a wide variety of music and are very supportive of local music. That's what stands out to me about Cafe 9 is people have a broad array of interests and are also open to new things and trying out, new bands, and the owner is very supportive of the scene. So
cool. That's awesome. Well, those are all of the questions I have for you tonight. Thank you so much. I just really appreciate getting to talk to you. So
I appreciate it too. Thank you so much, Mckenna.
Yeah.
You just heard an interview with Western New England singer-songwriter Lys Guillorn. This is Mckenna Canty signing off for the New Music Alliance, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping the careers of Western New England artists who write original music.